39.1% on the power play throughout the OJHL playoffs, scoring 19 goals on 70 opportunities. Let's see what they can do here.
Now Clements overskates that puck, but turns around and gets it. Clements now skates in front of his own goal, throws it up on the left-hand side. It's picked up there by Hanlon. Hanlon crosses the line. He gets the puck there to Josh Allen. Now back to the point. Winding up, taking a shot there. Nice save by Rickman. Now they battle down in the corner. Hanlon takes a bump there. Emerson in there along with Fargy. Fargy gets a big hit there and banged his head off the glass just in front of our broadcast spot. Another chance there. Good shot by Allen, and Fargy almost tipped that one home. Now back to the point. Clements takes a look. Passes that puck over to Allen. Allen shoots through traffic, and that's stopped by Rickman. Emerson now. Back to Allen at the point. He gets it across to Clements. Clements on the left side throws it in the middle of the ice. And Allen couldn't hold that puck in. So the Golden Hawks will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Fargy walks in, takes his shot. That was a good shot through traffic. Now Fargy behind the goal. Tries to center it out front. Caruso knocked that puck down, and Brett Jeffries comes away with it. And he fires it all the way down the ice.
Now, one thing the Thunderbirds are going to have to watch out for here is that the Golden Hawks are starting to penetrate the slot area a little bit more with success as the tail end of this power play goes, as we had about 42 seconds left on said power play.
And that didn't happen much in the NOJHL playoffs. That defensive core of the Sioux was able to keep everybody on the outside, and Rickman had a relatively easy time in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and I mean, the Golden Hawks have been using that east-west type of play inside the zone to really open up that box that the Sioux Thunderbirds were trying to establish.
Urbani gives that away, and Pinder almost picked it up and walked in all alone. Now here comes Lavoie. Lavoie in the middle of the ice. That's broken up by Butterfly. Morgan now along the side boards. Brown drops it off for Morgan. Down low on the cycle to Lavoie. Lavoie walks out of the corner on the right side. Takes a shot. Rickman poke check that puck away. It comes to the line, not out. It's kept in. Lavoie knocks it down with a glove. He cycles it down low to Lucas Brown. Brown into the left corner. Walks up front. Takes a shot. And a nice save there. Oh, the puck rolls in. He scores. Looked like Rickman had it, but it rolled up his jersey, that black jersey. We lost sight of the puck momentarily. And it's 1-0 for Trenton Golden Hawks.
Just trickled right in. And, well, what the Golden Hawks are doing right now is now they were using
as both teams make some wholesale changes on the power play and the penalty kill. Bowman behind his own goal. Tassone up far by the line, and Bowman looks for him and then decides to skate it out of his own zone. Bowman gets to center, takes a wrist shot there. Oh, that was a tricky one. Kind of caught Urbani off balance. Pinder fires that puck back down low to Tassone. Tassone back to the point now. It comes over on the right side to Bowman. Bowman throws it over at the right circle, to Caruso. Puck comes up front. Pinder, chance for the Sioux. They score! The Thunderbirds have tied this game, and as we said, Mark, the ice seems to be tilting the other way here as this period wears along.
It's a tale of two periods, if you will. The Trenton Golden Hawks getting their opportunities in the first half of the period, and the Sioux Thunderbirds getting chances like that. A great cross-zone pass.
Good work by Tassone there to keep his eye on the puck, and usually when they play like that in front of the net, you get knocked on your keister, but he backhands that puck home and stayed with it. Good presence of mind, good hand-eye by Tassone. And we've got a 1-1 game, and Urbani seems to be down here. Not sure if it's an equipment adjustment, but he looked off balance on that dump-in play by Bowman.
Yeah, and going down on that goal, too, it seemed like he had a little bit of trouble.
Next game, when maybe there's a few more people to watch the hometown gold miners in the crowd.
A little extra, couple of dollars.
Miller against Hanlon. They've had some good face-off battles. Miller made some good adjustments after that first period. But Hanlon wins this draw. Back to the point to Woods through traffic. Shot right on. Oh, and Emerson clubbed Rickman in the side of the neck with the stick. Looks like the referee, Black, has seen this one. And Emerson's going to get the gate here for that high stick. Went right to the side of the neck of Rickman. And the face-off should go back down to the Trenton Golden Hawks zone, and Emerson's going to get a slashing call for that one. High stick slashing, as we said earlier. Mark, you say tomato, I say tomato. So the Sioux Thunderbirds will go back to the power play with 18-13 to go here in the third period. And a glorious opportunity to take the lead in this hockey game that's been back and forth and terrific goaltending at both ends. Rickman looks like he shakes that off and looks like he's good to go. So coming out onto the ice is Oliver, trying to get an explanation here from the officials, and the faceoff will be deep in the Trenton zone. Drake Pelon out to take this draw. Looks like Hanlon And Hanlon wins another face-off for Trenton. Puck down along the sideboard. Trenton trying to clear that puck out. Puck comes towards the front of the net. Darian Pilon tries to center, and that's blocked there by Marinelli on the defense. Now the puck gets worked around in the zone. The Sioux comes back to the point to Busby. Busby gets it over to Mike Caruso. Caruso wrist shot to Dudley. He scores! Terrific wrist shot by Mike Caruso off the inside of the goalpost, and the Sioux Thunderbirds have taken their first lead of the hockey game with 17:55 to go. Welcome aboard, and I hope you're enjoying this game of the Dudley Hewitt Cup.
Thank you very much. It's been a great game up to now. Both goaltenders have been outstanding.
Puck shot into the zone. Jeffries, he's a product heading to Nipissing University next year in North Bay. Fires that puck, and it goes all the way down the ice. Pinder in on the forecheck, pins his man along the boards. Now Jeffries looks towards the front of the net. He must know you're here. He stepped up his game here a bit in this period, Coach.
No, he knew I was coming. He was hungry to play. He missed the whole final with an upper body injury, I guess. And,
puck comes up front of the net. Terrific save there by Rickman as he shot the pad out as Morgan stole the puck. And a penalty coming up here, and it's going to be to the Thunderbirds.
Well, that Rickman, for a small goal, he's been outstanding today. That was another great save.
Terrific pad save there by Rickman, and Trenton now goes to the power play.
Yeah, I know Jeffries missed the whole final series against Kirkland Lake, so he was hungry to get back out here and get playing, and he's just committed to Nipissing. We're here to get some pictures with him today, and we also have Adam Clements, one of the co-captains there from Trenton, coming to Nipissing as well next year.
Hanlon in to take the face-off. Miller wins that draw. It's picked up there by Grandinetti. He can't clear the puck. Comes back to Allen. Allen now in the middle of the slot. Allen watched by Miller. Takes a good bump along the boards. Comes back to the point. Hanlon takes a shot. Good block there by Mitchell. Along the end boards now. Grandinetti works off his man, and Salerno fires it all the way down the ice. And Urbani had to be careful on that one. That was a bouncing puck. And Allen circles back behind his own net. He leaves the puck there for Clements. Here comes Clements. Skating up in the middle of the ice. Passes it up on the right-hand side, and Emerson down the board. Gets poked away from him by Grandinetti. Walking out in front of the net. Here comes Trenton with a quick chance there for Clements, and a good thing. He scores! Coach McFarland all smiles on that one as Clements puts it home. 5-hole on Rickman, and it's a 2-2 tie. A power play goal for the Trenton Golden Hawks.
Well, that's what we saw on him. He's very offensive. He's very skilled. Right there, a couple fakes cutting across, and a real good wrist shot.
Matter if there was a penalty call or not, that rule still stays into effect where you have to keep the same players on the ice.
Looks like a timeout's being called here. I believe it's by Trenton.
And that's probably the best thing to do, especially after that icing call.
Take your time, settle things down, and get your house in order with a 2-2 tie. This very important game here in this, believed by many to be a preview to the championship final, which is going to be Saturday night here, May 7th, live from the Joe Mavernack Community Complex in Kirkland Lake. Quick reminder, folks, tonight again at 7:30 p.m., we've got the host of the tournament, the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, taking on the Fort Francis Lakers here in Dudley Hewitt Cup action on Eastlink TV. Hope you can join us for that broadcast.
Yeah, a rematch of 2 years ago, albeit the personnel has changed quite a bit from 2 years ago.
I would say substantially would be a good adjective to describe that.
Yeah, well, considering Kirkland Lake only has one player from last year back on this team this year. But still, the two coaches are the same, so the styles are pretty much going to be similar to what you may see from 2 years ago.
Brown, chemistry traffic that hit the stick of Mitchell and goes off into the corner. Now it's picked up there by Busby. Busby watched by Emerson off the glass. It goes to the line and not out. Hanlon keeps that puck alive. Clements in the middle of the zone. Throws it over at the top of the left circle to Allen. Allen surveys the territory and throws a backhand pass to Fargy. Fargy takes a shot. He has got one wicked release there. Kept that shot nice and low, and Rickman makes a terrific save there with 4:52 to go.
I don't even think Rickman was expecting that shot. I mean, he was playing deep in his crease on that shot, and just the one-timer caught him by surprise and was still able to make the save. But a great transition here. Great back pass by Allen to set that up.
Good quick release by Fargy on that shot, and even better save by Rickman. Now Brown off the faceoff, gets it to Morgan, comes to Clements, quick wrist shot there. Another chance for Lavoie. That went off the arm of Rickman into the corner. Now Morgan behind the Sioux goal. Morgan now throws it back to the point to Allen. This defensive pairing of Allen and Clements has been on for a substantial amount of time here in this period. Clements wound up, faked the shot there. Nice move to get away from McPhail. McPhail put the hook on him there and held him up momentarily. Now Lavoie on the right half boards. More puck to Brown.
More patience being shown on the blue line there for Trenton to just move this puck around.
Allen now walks into the corner. Tries the wraparound attempt. Nice save by Rickman. The puck squirts in, and it's going to call it in.
Across the line.
It crossed the line behind Rickman.
A great wraparound.
Terrific play there by Allen. Then it's 3-2 for Trenton Golden Hawks. We thought Rickman had it here momentarily. Good position by the officials and right in front of our broadcast area here. That puck just squirted in between the legs of Rickman, and this 3-2 Trenton.
Just to say across the line, a wrap.
This year by the Sioux, and a good week by the Sioux Thunderbirds and both the Trenton Golden Hawks. And also the Trenton Golden Hawks fans. We hope you're enjoying this contest. It's shot wide of the mark. 57 seconds to go here. Caleb Bowman circles back in his own zone. Here he comes. Gets to his own line. Nice backhand pass to Mike Caruso. A little out of his reach. Marinelli had it, and Fargy fires it down the ice and scores. That'll do it. Fargy fires it down the ice, and it's 4-2 now for Trenton. Good opportunity there for Trenton with the penalty being penalized and being shorthanded, being able just to fire it down the ice, and Fargy puts it right dead center.
That puck just loose right in front for him, and he made no mistake sending that one down the ice.
Good quick release by Fargy. Didn't mess around with that, didn't settle the puck down, just whacked at it and put it right in the middle of the net. So it's 4-2 for Trenton here in this first game of the Dudley Hewitt Cup. Puck goes back to the line. Zone. Chasing that was Cooner for the Fort Francis Lakers. Cooner dumps that puck, chips it along the boards. Jesse Holton fires that puck back into the corner. With the puck now, here comes Alex Hester skating towards his own line. That's play stopped in the neutral zone. Now Ross has the puck. He throws it back to the defenseman. Coming towards the net. It's picked off there by Brandon Wolf. Wolf now for the goal miners. Passes the puck ahead. The puck shot down deep into the zone where Davis Ross goes back for it. Steered away from the goal there by Dushenko. Puck comes back to the line. Kyle Lamont takes a shot. Nice shave there by Dushenko. Now down in the corner. Evan Bedente has the puck. Takes a big hit there from Jaswal. Puck's thrown out front. Quick shot there for Forte. And he could put that one on. Puck comes up. But oh, they score! The goal miners take the lead. Great opportunity for the home side there. And Brandon Wolf gives the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners a 1-0 lead. Mark, that was a terrific opportunity there. And the Gold Miners made no mistake on that.
Absolutely. I mean, just moving the puck around the zone. And Brandon Wolf, Johnny on the spot, if you will. Great positioning. And he made no mistake. He had Dushenko completely out of position on that one. He was drafted in the 5th round of last year's OHL priority selection.
Yeah, 17-year-old prospect, and he's looked good so far here tonight. I've been nothing but impressed with the play so far, though, of Davis Ross, the defender in the back end. He just turned Courtson David inside out on that last rush he made up the ice, and to do that to a player who's played major junior hockey in Canada this year, as Courtson David played in the Quebec Major Junior League, that was pretty impressive.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't teach that kind of skill.
And the puck hops over Courtson David's stick into the neutral zone. Robertson watches him. Jesse Holton now picks it up for the goal miners. He gives it back to Courtson David, who's driven back into his own zone on the forecheck by Nolan Ross. Now Fredericks has the puck in the neutral zone. Robertson bumps him, and the puck shot by Jaswal all the way back into the goal miner zone. Long lead pass by Jesse Holton up on the right side to Trevor Hester. Dushenko now. Dushenko like an extra half defenseman back there, the way he comes out of the net and plays the puck, and he rims it around the boards, and it was frozen on the side boards, and they hold it there for a face-off. 7:30 to go here in the first period. Fort Francis Lakers lead the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners 2-1. The face-off will be deep in the gold miner zone to the right of Joe Marcouler.
And anybody on Twitter that wants to get involved in the conversation on the Dudley Hewitt Cup, you can use the hashtag DHCup2016. You can also tag me at Mark L. Perry if you want to make comments that you'd like to have me say on the air.
Picked up behind the net by Rupert. And when Rupert was a gold miner, we were nothing but impressed with his skating ability, and he fits right in with this skating style of the Fort Francis Lakers. Long lead pass there that hopped off the stick of Arsenault in the neutral zone, and it's flipped up in the air and goes all the way back into the gold miner zone where Dylan Holt retreats behind his own goal. Steps out the right side, throws it ahead into the skates of Wolf. And Wolf now crosses his own blue line. He gets across center. Down the right side, just chips it into the corner. He gets beaten to the puck by Minerva. Wolf gets knocked down in the corner by Zaitchuk. Zaitchuk threw a couple of big hits in the first two shifts he was on the ice there. letting him know of his presence out there. Now Minerva chases Arsenault back to the point to Holt. Nice saucer pass there that hopped over the stick of Blake Anderson. Anderson pitches in from his point position. Wolf now down behind the goal. Along the end boards. Good play there by Zaitchuk. But it comes to the line, but not out. Down into the corner now. Anderson takes a shot. That missed the mark. Brandon Wolf behind the net. Chips it off the sideboards to Arsenault. Arsenault with a bit of a toe drag there to get away from Ripley. Back to the point to Dylan Holt. Down on the right side. Quick shot there by Blake Anderson. Rebound. Puck's loose out front. They score. The goal miners score. Wolf again.
That's your second and third effort right there. Excellent work by the gold miners in and around the danger area. And it looks like they might even give this one to Forte. Who knows? We'll have to wait for the official call, but you see the replay here. A great coming over, hugging the post, making a good save, a routine save for a goaltender. And you take a look at a player for the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. You mentioned them, Andrew Cortison-David, coming in from the QMJHL. He played 34 games with Acadie Bathurst and 12 games with Baie-Comeau this year. Lots of major junior experience. And then, of course, you look at the Fort Francis Lakers featuring this period. A.J. Rupert, a former Kirkland Lake Gold Miner. And you can see the contrast. 6 points in 20 games here with the Gold Miners. Goes over to Fort Francis, scores 25 points in 29 games. Really getting into the system for the Fort Francis Lakers, and he has another goal here tonight.
According to Coach Wayne Strong, he was terrific in the final series, too, against the Dryden GM Ice Dogs. He had just a terrific playoff, and I asked him before the game if having a player like A.J. Rupert was to his advantage, and with a smirk, he said we picked his brain a little bit, or he admitted to having picked his brain before coming in here. So that might be their secret weapon here tonight, to understand some of the systems that are employed by the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners.
Yeah, you mentioned the play of A.J. Rupert in that final series. It was Game 5 against Dryden. And this was a series that went back and forth. Dryden actually led the SIJHL championship 2-1. And then Fort Francis came back winning that series in 6 games. But it was that Game 5 that we talked about. A.J. Rupert, he had the go-ahead goal in the third period, and he had the overtime winner. Came up clutch when he needed to be.
Now back to the point. Quick shot there by Jesse Holt. Quick wraparound chance. They score! Logan Fredericks puts the Gold Miners on the wraparound chance, and they lead it 3-2.
At first you don't succeed, you try again. Logan Fredericks getting stopped on a wraparound just a moment ago. Tries it out again, and Dushenko, no chance whatsoever. I don't even think he realized he was going over to the other side, and Logan Fredericks makes him pay a wide open bottom of the net, and just before the net gets taken off its moorings, Logan Fredericks hits pay dirt.
I watch those NHL shootouts and I see those players come in without speed, and I'll tell you, speed in my book is a big advantage on those penalty shots. And it goes right to Mark Cooler, and with Nolan Ross on the doorstep, he decides to hold on for a face-off. 4-3, the Fort Francis Lakers lead the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners here in the second period. Face-off deep in the Gold Miners zone to the right of Joe Marcouler. Stortz out to take the draw. He's going to be against Nolan Ross on this one. Stortz wins that face-off, and Cortson-David comes away with it for the Gold Miners. He cut dangerously in front of his own net. Now Dylan Holt gets it back to Cortson-David. Let's see if the Gold Miners can reply as quickly as Fort Francis did last time. What did he do? What a shot by Logan Fredericks. Wow.
You can't teach that kind of shot right there. That was just perfectly placed. Dushenko had no chance on that one.
On the replay here, Cortson-David walks across the line, gives him time and space as he continues to drive towards the net, and Logan Fredericks just threw it through a partial screen up on the blocker side of past Dushenko. And Fredericks with his second has tied this game up. We just called that one as Cortson-David crossed the line. Wow.
Opportunities to put it on net or trying to find somebody for a one-timer on the half wall.
Comes back to the line now. Zaitchuk takes a shot through traffic, tipped by Dylan Robertson. He gets that puck ahead of the line where Arsenault leaves it there for Fortan, but it's chipped in by Dylan Robertson. A.J. Rupert now along the half boards. Kicks that puck loose. And something just happened here. We've lost volume. So now Nolan Ross throws that puck down into the corner. Rupert takes the bump along the end boards. Robertson now has it for Fort Francis. picking that puck up.
Lakers are buzzing.
They scrum along the end boards in the Kirkland Lake zone. Blake Anderson now comes away with it. He's watched closely by Rupert. The puck's thrown ahead by Marc-Antoine Arsenault. Arsenault takes a wrist shot there. That just missed. Nolan Ross now, just before he heads to the bench. The player coming on the ice for him thought better of jumping out through the doorway. It's thrown up the boards now into the neutral zone. Picking that puck up there was DeGo. Now Arsenault across the line. Nice inside out move. Quick shot. He scores! Marc-Antoine Arsenault rips a wrist shot over the glove of Duchenko. That's twice tonight Duchenko's been beat by good wrist shots there.
I think the gold miners need to take notice of that. You're going to see the replay here. Marc-Antoine Arsenault goes to the forehand and just puts it right over the glove of Duchenko with a sprawling defender right in front of him.
And it's
Marc-Antoine Arsenault, an excellent, excellent shot. He couldn't have placed it any better.
And we've got a 5-5 tie. Now Minerva skates it to his own line. Nice little outlet pass. And here comes Uriniak down the left side. Uriniak gets poke checked there by Storts, and he falls down in front of Jesse Holton. Oh, Blake Anderson took a big hit on the end boards from Bernie. Walking in, Minerva rips a slap shot. And those are those sharp angle shots you are ill-advised, because they usually end up in odd man rushes the other way, and that was a sharp angle shot, and you missed the net by Minerva. You've got to put those on net. Puck comes off a stanchion right to Bosman out front. A quick shot. That was wide.
Almost looked like Minerva was looking for fear more than an opportunity on that one, just to scare the pants off of everybody with that hard shot in close.
Corson David flips one on a bounce right in front of Duchenko, and he had to be careful on that one. That's those weird, sometimes they get those strange bounces off that bounce in front of you, and the short hop, if you will. And with 8:11 to go here, we've got a 5-5 tie between the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners and the Fort Francis Lakers. Dudley Hewitt Cup action live on Eastlink TV from Kirkland Lake.
Exciting, exciting game. One of these two teams looking to go 1-0, along with the Trenton Golden Hawks, who got a victory earlier today.
Puck's loose in front of the Fort Francis net there, and Wolf almost poked home his third once again. He's got a pair here for the Gold Miners tonight. Now here he is, Tustin skating down the left side. Tustin walks in, takes a wrist shot right on, and Mark Uller stopped that. Tustin kicks it ahead as he lost his stick, but Joel Forte comes away with it. He gets it over. Arsenault chips it up the boards for Wolf, and it goes all the way down. Icing's nullified there as the referees say that Ross could have played that puck for Fort Francis. Now here come the Lakers at their own line. Bit of a stumble there at the line by Timken. Brandon Wolf picks it up. Brandon, Matthew, all those same common names that we're seeing here in this tournament. In the neutral zone now. Tustin. A little bit of a cross check there on Wolf. The puck gets shot ahead, and Arsenault just chips it down deep into the Fort Francis zone, and back to get that puck is DeGo. DeGo works that puck back to Ross, and it comes into the neutral zone, and here they come streaking in. A.J. Rupert, nice move trying to get around Corson David, but that's broken up, and 4 Gold Miners break away here. Cameron Shearer on the right side, stops, turns, takes a look, throws it towards the net. That hit a skate. Now Carter Enough works that puck back. Cameron Shearer along the boards, gets bumped there, and here comes Fort Francis. Dylan Robertson. Robertson skating up. Nolan Ross has to stop at the line, and Ross does get his skate down. Good shot there, and Mark Cooler steers that away. Puck squirts out in front of the net to Nolan Ross, and a good play there. There's that sharp angle shot once again, but that was partially blocked to slow it down. Rupert now throws that puck out front. Cameron Shearer has it in the high slot. He throws it up on the right-hand side to Benente. Evan Benente walks in now. Benente with a good move to the outside. Benente walks in. Tries a little stick handling play to put it short side, but couldn't get it there. Another shot through traffic, and they score, the Gold Miners! Not sure if that was tipped in front of the net, but Fredericks was towards the front of the net, and Jesse Holton just threw it on net. I think it hit somebody. We'll have to pick it up on our replay, Mark.
Yeah, Duchesne at the end of this one.
Geez, don't sugarcoat it, Mark. Tell me how you really feel. 5:02 to go here. Gold Miners going to a 5-on-3. Storts is going to take the draw against Dylan Robertson.
Well, I mean, people have been watching me all season long on the show Home Ice.
Quick shot there. A nice save by Duchenko off the shot by Arsenault.
Here on Eastlink TV, so a lot of the viewers on Eastlink aren't too surprised by my animation, if you will.
Good play by Jaswal to break that up. He gets it ahead to Dylan Robertson. And Robertson in a 5-on-3 has to retreat into the neutral zone to try and set up some defensive zone coverage here. Corson David gets to the Fort Francis line, gives it to Storts. Storts in the middle of the ice to Arsenault. Gold Miners. 1:30 now to go in this power play opportunity. Corson David, you can pass it around all you want, but at some point you've got to shoot the puck, gentlemen. Comes back to Corson David at the right point. He throws it down to Wolf in the corner. Corson David walks in, takes a wrist shot through traffic, and Fredericks couldn't get any wood on that, and that trickled wide of Duchenko. Puck comes back to Corson David once again. Corson David over to Arsenault. They try to collapse this three-man coverage. Nice block there by Dylan Robertson. Arsenault now tries to get it across to Wolf. Back to the point. Fortune David winds up, fakes a shot, gets it down to Wolf. They come over, they score! Logan Fredericks, a hat trick! We already got a hat on the ice. Logan Fredericks with the hat trick. The Gold Miners lead it 7-5. The normal Gold Miners Twitter feed man, Barry Ferguson, called a 7-6 Gold Miners victory here. After that second period when Fort Francis had the lead, and Fredericks with the hat trick now. The Gold Miners with 4-0. He was in an offside position. And here comes Fort Francis now. Shot in. Whoa, weird bounce off the end boards that hit the advertisement. It came right back to Dylan Robertson. Puck gets passed out front by Cooner, and here's a chance for Logan Fredericks for his fourth. Fredericks pokes that puck ahead. It's going towards the net. He scores. Logan Fredericks pokes it home. It's 8-5 Gold Miners with 18 seconds to go here. And Logan Fredericks, 4-goal night. Wow.
I think I might have a hunch of who might be the player of the game for Kirkland Lake here tonight.
Diving play there as the Fort Francis defender tried to get back, but it was poked ahead by Logan Fredericks, and that's why he was the leading goal scorer in the NOJHL this season. He's got a knack for the net even when it's empty. The much appreciative crowd, not too many people leaving the building here. They want to give the Gold Miners a big cheer when this buzzer sounds to end this contest, and it's a hard-fought victory. Shot there is Joey Miller, and Dashenko makes a paddle save there and falls on it and holds it for a face-off. Yeah, interesting contest by today's standards is 0-1 teams here, and both these teams being 0-1, one of these teams that drops this game is kind of behind the 8 ball in this tournament, Mark.
That's right, and looking at the two games that we saw yesterday, the Sioux has to bring their physicality to this game as well, because when you look at it, the evening game yesterday, you didn't really sense that physicality level was there for the Fort Francis Lakers, so if the Thunderbirds can bring that physicality to the Lakers, they can get a slight advantage.
Now Busby starts to skate out of his own zone, gets to his own line, flips it up on the right-hand side, walking in from a sharp angle, taking a shot to Butterfly, scores! Caden Butterfly with the speed to the outside, and he walks home and tucks it in.
Skating like a butterfly, putting it in like Gretzky.
Francis won the draw, but getting in there quickly is Senecal for the Sioux Thunderbirds. And they try to work the puck out as Minerva gets driven back into his own zone. Cooner now along the right side. Nice little pass into the middle of the ice, and here they come across the line. Carrying it in is Wilner. Wilner gets to Minerva. Nice. Oh, what a stop by Connor Rickman. The rebound. They score. Ripley pucks in the rebound.
And that's how you respond. Excellent going to the net for Christian Ripley. Connor Reichman, he didn't have a chance. We're going to see the replay on this one. A great sign right in the far corner there where it just hits.
Yeah, there was a strange,
just right.
There was a strange bounce coming off that advertisement. Puck came right out onto the face-off dot on the left side of the end that Connor Rickman's defending right now, along with quite a few stanchion hits. Another one of the nuances with this rink is the Zamboni door. Any straight dump-ins there, the puck just dies right behind the goalie, so teams could use that to their advantage with a forecheck here on a dump-in. Now long lead pass by Bellini. Pinder just sidestepped the check there. Minerva and Pinder. Ooh, Minerva almost went awkwardly into the boards there, and that could have been dangerous.
And he was already talking to the ref right after he got up, too.
Matt Caruso now fires the puck. Here's Bellini in the neutral zone. Good speed by Bellini. Picks it up backhand to forehand. Nice blocker save by Dashenko, who's been the player of the game so far for Fort Francis in this first period. No doubt.
No doubt at all.
Long pass up the right side to Bellini. That was too far for him. It's chipped in by Tustin. Now on the forecheck was Cooner. Matt Caruso now fires the puck into the Fort Francis zone. Stopped towards the line by Zaitchuk. And here comes Fort Francis now. Cooner tries to get the puck in, but Busby broke that up at the line. Busby's having a terrific game on the back end here so far, breaking up many plays in the neutral zone and at his own line. And he circles back in his own zone. Nice little flip pass by Bellini all the way down to the Fort Francis zone. 3:40 to go here, 3:47 to go here in the first period. Picked off in the neutral zone. Senecal here, a bit of a 2-on-1 with McPhail. Senecal walks in, takes a shot, he scores! Senecal! Good play by Senecal to look off to McPhail. Possibly looking for the pass on that 2-on-1, bit of a scrum here after the goal. But Senecal walks in and catches Dashenko low side.
Keep it here and get as many chances as they possibly can, or even put one on the board early.
5-on-3 here with 2:35 to go in the second period. Lots of ice to work with. Minerva now back at the point. There's Zajac. Back to Minerva. Quick shot through traffic. That missed the net. Quick chance on the short side there by A.J. Rupert. Robertson back to the point. Minerva walks and takes a shot. That hit somebody in front and almost bounced past Connor Rickman. Rickman down low, taking away the bottom of the net. They jam away, and it's underneath Rickman, and Minerva pitches up from his point position. We're starting to see some of that chippiness now. A little bit of an edge. Gary and Pilon getting involved, along with A.J. Rupert and Nolan Ross. They're always calling for the defense to come in, but I think Minerva was up on the rush, and Coach Jordan Smith doesn't like it. The face-off should still be in deep. That's a good call, non-call by the officials on that one.
Absolutely.
Minerva showed that last night quite a few times. There were scrums around the net. You can't call the defense for moving in past the top of the circles in those situations.
Now, that's just him being an offensive defenseman, and a stud of an offensive defenseman he has been all season long.
High scoring, I'll call him. Jaswal now at the right point for Fort Francis. Puck comes back to Jaswal. Jaswal over to Davis Ross. Over to Jaswal. Back to Davis Ross. Walks in. Takes a shot there. They come short side. Puck was loose. They can't get a handle on that one. And Wilner, takes a hit down low, and the puck gets shot off the sideboards there by Grandinetti and all the way down the ice. 42 seconds to go here in this 5-on-3. Puck was missed there by, Wilner. And Caruso picks it up. Mike Caruso, and he fires that all the way back into the Fort Francis zone. Deshenko's going to set this puck up for Davis Ross. Now here comes Davis Ross leading the rush out of his own zone. Ross now gets to center. Skates it across the line. He chips that puck down low. Michael Caruso couldn't get to that one. It comes all the way around on the sideboards. Now the big score! Sharp angle shot there by A.J. Rupert, and we're tied. Defender comes back to Bowman at the line. Sioux on an abbreviated power play here to start the second. Quick shot there, and that hit a man out front that hit Tasson. Another shot in. Deshenko stops that. But we had a good first period here. Fort Francis again showing off their skill and their speed. And there's our scoring summary, Mark.
That's right, Caddy and Butterfly started things off very early, just under 2 minutes into the period. Then Christian Ripley came right back halfway through. Zach Senecal responded for the Sioux Thunderbirds, and then A.J. Rupert, the former gold miner, squeaked one through the short side of Connor Rickman to tie this game at 2.
Quick shot there by Bowman. He scores! He rips that one home with a blast from the point. What a shot. And the Sioux takes a 3-2 lead on that power play goal by Caleb Bowman. Wow.
That was a...
Caleb Bowman bumps along the sideboards against the latest goal scorer, Nolan Ross. Dylan Robertson now in the left corner. Gets it back to Minerva at the left point. Looks like Fort Francis is going all out here. Quick shot there, hit the post on the short side. It's in the net! The light's on. I'm waiting for the officials here to give us some sort of indication. That puck's in the net, and Minerva from a sharp angle. Wow.
Just like that.
The light's on, and the officials are talking about this one.
We're going to see the replay on this one here. I don't know if we can get in close enough to see where the puck is, but people are waiting. You still don't see it.
The light's on behind him. See, the problem with that is the referee's down deep in that corner, and that white solid fabric material over the net on that short side when you're in that position. Face off deep in the Fort Francis zone. Matt Caruso, the leading scorer of the Sioux Thunderbirds throughout the regular season, is going to take the draw against Robertson. Robertson won the draw, but Zajac couldn't clear that puck out of the zone. Now Pinder. They work hard along the sideboards. Down low now, Bellini gets it back to the left point to Caleb Bowman. Bowman over to Caruso, and Mike Caruso fan on that slap shot attempt. Now Matt Caruso gets it back to Mike Caruso over to Bowman. Bowman works it down low to Bellini. Bellini back to Caleb Bowman. Quick shot there. Nice shot block there by Minerva on the shot by Mike Caruso.
Really plays in all situations, Nick Minerva.
And he likes to jump into that rush. We know that. Caleb Bowman, another slap shot. He scores. Top shelf.
That shot seems to be working for him.
His second of the period. Now we know what Niagara University saw in Caleb Bowman. He teed that up and rifled it home past Deshenko. We got a 4-4 tie. The Sioux will remain on the power play, as that was a 5-on-3 goal. Watch the shot by Bowman. Partial screen there. He put up the only spot.
Relatively, you look at the shot count. Fort Francis leading the shot count after 2 periods, 30-25.
Puck shot in deep by Bowman of the Sioux Thunderbirds. Zajac now rims that puck around the boards. It comes to the line, but not out. Busby keeps that in for the Thunderbirds. Trying to get that puck in the high slot is Joey Miller, but it's taken away by Minerva. He throws that off the boards out to Drake Peel on the neutral zone for the Thunderbirds. Now they retreat and regroup back in their own zone. Busby gets it over to Bowman, who had that pair of blistering slap shots in the second period. He just dumps it in deep. Zajac along the board. Ooh, took a big hit there from Pilon. Now the puck's fired back in by Salerno. Drake Pilon going to go in and go after Minerva again. He gives him a little bump. But here come the Lakers. Puck chipped in, hops over a couple of sticks. That nullifies the icing. They say they could have played that puck, and Salerno cycles it back to now to Mike Caruso. Caruso throws it up on the right-hand side to Jeffries. Jeffries crosses the line, just flips it in deep. In to get that puck is Darian Pilon on the rush. Jeffries now working it down low against Zajac. Puck gets shot around to the left point. Salerno fires it back in deep. Jeffries now leaves the puck behind the net for Darian Pilon. He tries to center that puck. And they'll scrum in the left corner. They try to work that puck along the boards. Gazic now working against Jeffries. Gazic comes away with it. He just backhands out to the half boards, but the pitching in, Mike Caruso kept that puck alive for the Sioux. Comes up front. Quick shot down Senecal. Picks the corner and scores. He put that one in the exact same spot.
That was a great pass to send it up in front there. Just a one-touch right in front.
You're working that cycle play down low, and at some point you want one of your players to find an opening in the gap and just jump into that gap and get the chance on net. And watch the Sioux here. I think he is feeling a lot better now after an extra week off, and Bellini fires that puck in deep for the Thunderbirds. Davis Ross back to get that puck. He reverses the flow and gives it to Minerva. Minerva throws it to the line, and Busby keeps that puck in. 2-on-1 down low for the Sioux. Comes up to Joey Miller. Chance, and they score! Nice play by Joey Miller. And the Thunderbirds take a 6-4 lead. 10:22 to go in this contest. Great goal, and that's Senecal's hat trick. Busby keeps the puck in at the line, works it to Joey Miller, and Senecal 3 times tonight driving hard to the net. Puts the shot home, and he's got a hat trick here for the...
They're trying to stop the play. You're going to see the replay hits this one. A good pass, and just holding it up was Salerno, unintentionally, of course, and he had to force Cooner away from the puck, and Cooner is going to get a penalty shot here.
Yeah, it went right off Salerno's stick right to Cooner, and he had no choice but to give him a good old-fashioned mug in there with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. And Cooner, I don't know if that's a Dudley Hewitt Cup record, but 2 shots in 2 games.
We'll say it is, just for the sake of it.
So Dushenko is back on the bench. We can see him standing behind his team at the bench now, and Bodner's got to go head to the bench. And here comes Cooner. He scored on last night's attempt. He cuts across the line. Cooner puts it 5-hole on Connor Rickman, so
that's a big goal right there.
That's a huge goal. It's 6-5 now. Fort Francis still has their timeout. And with 2:16 to go, it's a whole new ball game here.
And watch the setup that he's going to do here. He goes to the far left.
Shots, if it hits the shin pad, don't worry about how powerful it is. Just get it in and get it deep and get it towards the net.
Yeah, your teammates are going to be in front of the net for a reason for that one. They'll tip those shots whenever they have the opportunity to.
Now the puck's backhanded into the zone. De Silva gets the puck cross ice. And here comes Allen now down the right side. Allen with a good move there, but runs into the linesman. Then runs into Blake Anderson. Adam DeGagne now passes the puck up the right side off the skate of Wolf, but Wolf picks it up again and jumps it in deep. Allen picks that puck up for the Trenton Golden Hawks in his own zone. Gets that puck over to Body. Body now throws it in the middle. That pass is picked off by Arsenault. Arsenault with a quick wrist shot. That hit a leg. Arsenault walks in. He scores!
Great move.
You cannot deny the hands of Marc-Antoine Arsenault. He just walks in, picks up his own rebound. Looks like he's going to go around the net. Walks back around out front on the short side and tucks it in past Urbani, and the crowd right behind the goal miners here as it's 1-0 with 7:32 to go in the period. Great play by Arsenault to tuck it in around Urbani, who thought he was going around the net. Front of the net. Puck comes back to the point to Kyle Lamont. Lamont just wrists it towards the net. That hit Alex Hester in the seat of the pants. Now Fargy skates with it up the right-hand side, gets the center, and just dumps that puck in as Hester was about to hit him. DeGagne now goes back for it. Watch by Emerson. Hanlon gets tied up there. Here comes Storch. Backhands it over on the right-hand side. Here comes Fredericks across the line. Fredericks steps around Oliver on the outside, protects the puck. Tries to backhand it. It goes to Kyle Lamont at the point. He tries to get that back in deep. And Fargy picked it up. Good play by Lamont at the line to keep that puck in. Storch now has Fredericks driving the net. Storch takes a shot. And Marinelli got his stick in the road on that one. Fredericks tries to barge his way through to the front of the net. as he heads to the bench. Now Odekirk. Brett Odekirk cycles it back down in the corner to Cameron Shearer. Shearer along the end boards takes the chop from Danny Hanlon. Good work by Shearer as Hanlon lost his stick. Now Odekirk in the corner. Watched by Oliver. Again, he cycles it down to Cameron Shearer. Shearer bumped by Marinelli. So far, the battalion scouts have been like what they're seeing from Cameron Shearer, big and strong in the corners.
Yeah, in fact, I think I saw a couple of battalion jackets right in front of where he was playing that puck, too. So a very good bird's eye view of what he was seeing.
Of their draft pick.
Hanlon
takes a shot. Comes over to Fargy. Fargy rips a wrist shot home, and it goes trapper side on Joe Marcouler. I think Marcouler was fooled completely. Thought he was going blocker side. And Fargy, with a little delay in that wrist shot there, that quick release, just fires a trapper side on Joe Marcouler, and then we got a 1-1 tie. See the play here. Skating up, the pocket gets picked. Good opportunity to be over there last Friday night for the Moncton Wildcats and the Huskies' fifth game of that series. Huskies lost that one 2-1, but what an atmosphere in that rink.
Oh yeah, I was there actually for the Canada-Russia Super Series earlier this year, and just the energy in the building is just outstanding.
Puck comes back to the line to Allen. Quick wrist shot through. And that just squirted by Marcouler's left. Now down low in the corner, they try to work the puck out in front. Trenton applying some pressure. It comes back to Allen again at the line. Steps around the check of Marc-Antoine Arsenault, the goal scorer for the Gold Miners. And Jesse Holton flips it off the glass. Good play there by Brown to pick it off. Walking, quick shot, they score!
It's like Liam Morgan's going to get it, the 1998 forward.
Terrific shot by Morgan. Good hard wrist shot.
You're going to see it right here, too.
Great catch by Brown. He could play center field on that one. Leaves it for Morgan. And he keeps that puck in, and he rips a wrist shot. Glove side on Joe Marcouler. Buzzer indicating the break period midway through the second period.
Giving these guys a little bit of a break. And looking at a couple of profiles, we're actually going to profile the head coaches of each team. Of course, Jerome Dupont of the Trenton Golden Hawks, 15th overall in the 1980 NHL draft by the Chicago Blackhawks. He played 5 years there and then went on to Toronto for a brief stint there before retiring, and coached 2 years with the Gatineau Olympique with the QMJHL. And of course, with the NHL draft, that same draft, you also find Paul Gagne of the Timmins Rock and Mo Mantha, who used to coach for French River. And of course, you turn to the other side, Mark Lefleur, 4th season with the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, previously 2 years as the assistant coach with the aforementioned Ryan-Noranda Huskies of the QMJHL, who had quite the season this year.
Yes, they did. Number 1 ranked in Canada in the Major Junior Hockey League rankings, going into the playoff round. And they're looking to punch their ticket to the Memorial Cup as they're right.
I like that.
Good call.
What I didn't like was that non-call there.
I thought you might be looking to the Quebec Major Junior League with a Dupont name.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Now the puck gets shot off the skate of Trevor Hester.
My default answer would have been Gatineau because he coached there.
Clemens dumps that puck in for Trenton. Marcouler couldn't play that behind the net. It comes to the line. Allen knocks that down with his skate. They chip it ahead to Hanlon. Good work by this line. Emerson in front of the net, walking in. Clemens takes a shot, redirected it. Nice pad save by Marcouler. They score. Hanlon picked up a big, juicy rebound. Goal mine, a power play goal for Trenton. Hanlon puts that one over the outstretched leg of Marcouler. And it's now 3-1 for Trenton.
And just look at the sequence here. Clemens taking the pass, comes in, good. Yeah, having that one extra guy in there, you establish the pressure, but at the same time, too, as you mentioned, protect the house as that lacrosse term comes in.
The lacrosse analogy. Right now, I'm really looking forward to that game, whether it's a meaningless contest for the standings in this tournament. As if Trenton wins this game tonight, they will punch their ticket, and that will effectively eliminate Fort Francis from playoff contention in this tournament. But both teams a little on the smaller side, but with speed and skill. Coming down now, Hanlon into Fargy. Fargy scores! Same spot once again. Terrific pass. And Danny Hanlon picks up his 3rd point of the game with his 2nd assist. And Fargy puts one by the glove of Marcouler again. It's interesting to note that Marcouler's been beaten 3 times on the glove side this game.
Yeah, and I think the Golden Hawks players are keying in on that. The effort, of course, Mitch Emerson was just on the ice. He knows how to win in this league. He was actually playing at the Dudley Hewitt Cup last year. He was playing with Toronto, actually, who won the OJHL title last year. So a 2-time OJHL champion on the roster here.
All right, now it's chipped into the corner by Adam DeGagne. Picked up by Fredericks along the right side, but again, Nick Body shoots that back in deep. Oh, and Mark Huller tried a little Dominic Hasek play there, dropping his stick and tried to grab it with his blocker, and he missed it. Played it like, as the old baseball analogy goes, played it like a bag of toys.
I like that one.
Yeah. Kind of like the old one in Minnesota when the old wall out in center field off the garbage bags. Some of those old baseball analogies are pretty neat. Now walking out front, Chard has the puck and he scores right off the draw. The goal miners won the draw, but Chard just barged right in and makes it 5-1 for Trenton.
That was an excellent individual effort by Chard right there.
And that shot towards the front of the net, and that was broken up by Ruddy. Now down low in the corner. Bosman has the puck back to the point. Quick shot through traffic. That was blocked by the defense by Ruddy. And the puck goes ahead, and Lewis just fires it down deep where Bodner is going to set it up behind his own goal for Zajac. Zajac for Fort Francis. Throws it ahead to Minerva on the right side. It's chipped in deep by Bosman. Skating back to get this puck for Trenton is Ruddy. He works that puck back on the left side, and the puck gets chipped out into the neutral zone where Gazic has to retreat for it. Puck shot all the way down the ice, went under Lavoie's stick, so icing's waved off on the play. Now behind his own net. Here comes Marinelli. Marinelli quickly up the right side, walking in, quick shot there, and he scores! Lavoie on a nice feed from Keaton Ratcliffe. And Lavoie with a quick release throws that one upstairs on Bodner, and it's 1-0 for the Trenton Golden Hawks. Back to the point to Clements. Nice little outlet pass to Morgan on the backhand pass. Bodner, that went off his glove and just wide with Lucas Brown on the doorstep. Now Morgan battling down low. He was terrific last night against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners on the forecheck. And Minerva starts the rush. Look like he's going to trip on that string that's hanging down. I think he forgot to do his hockey pants up. And the puck goes up, out of play, and the faceoff will be just outside the Fort Francis line. You know, we talked about the way and the ease at which Trenton moves into the zone, having been a midget hockey coach and a Bantam hockey coach. You watch some of the plays that they make and the executions they do. A lot of those plays are right from the Hockey Canada coaching manuals, and they do them to perfection. As long as all three players are on the same page, those plays will work. And as Canada's World Junior team and many minor hockey teams out of Canada do, we're very successful on the world stage. And, Shield tries to wrap around. Nice save by Bodner. Rebound, another save by Bodner. Loose puck out in front of the net. Comes to the line. De Silva takes another shot. He scores!
I don't think Lewis touched that. I think it was Gazic that may have touched it, but Bodnar was completely down on that one. And he's wondering if he's wondering for a call. He's looking for a call even, talking to the referees.
Maybe he's looking for some help on that. It looked like it might have gone off his stick and up into the net.
Let's take a look here at the replay.
Lewis is out in front of the net.
Takes the first save.
Loose.
There's a kick, gets knocked down.
Lewis, his own defenseman, was on top of him, and then from the point, De Silva fires the puck, and yeah, I think it might have hit Gazic or it might have hit his own stick. The replay didn't show us that, so. Nonetheless, it's 2-0 Trenton. As Fort Francis was making changes. Lenahan chips that puck up along the boards, and here comes Trenton now. Puck gets ahead to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe tries to work it around the defenseman. To go, and Nick Minerva picks it up in his own zone for Fort Francis. Now Minerva for the Lakers. Nice inside-out move there on Ratcliffe at the line. Puck goes down and McIntosh chips that off the glass for Ratcliffe. Big hit at the line, but here comes Trenton now with a 3-on-1. Cutting in on the side. Quick shot there, and it beats Bodner. Bodner got a piece of it, but the shot by Skinner just overpowered him and then just fluttered into the net behind him, and it's 3-0 for the Golden Hawks.
That was just a great shot. You're going to see the replay here in just a moment.
It kind of handcuffed Bodner a little bit. It was not right on his glove. It was just a little bit up on his side there. Off the arm and into the top of the net, and it's 3-0 for the Golden Hawks. It's chipped around the defender, Ty Cousineau, in along the end board. Senecal, who had a hat trick in the last game for the Sioux, down in the corner. Tries to work the puck out front, but it's stolen there by Kyle Lamont. Lamont gets that puck ahead. Distortions throws it ahead in the neutral zone to Hester. Hester dumps it in on goal, and Brandon Gordon getting his first start in Dudley Hewitt Cup action there makes a nice save. Michael Caruso now has the puck in his own zone. Throws it up to Del Mastro. Del Mastro just chips that in deep. It goes off the end glass. And Blake Anderson rims that up the left side to Cameron Shearer. Puck comes out in front. He threw that away right to Del Mastro, and Shearer gets it back. Good work by Shearer. Puck out into the neutral zone, and the Sioux just content to flip that puck back into the Kirkland Lake zone. Jesse Holton now, long pass up the right side. That hit the stick of Marc-Antoine Arsenault, the lone goal scorer for Kirkland Lake against Trenton last night. And and Holton retreats behind his own goal for Kirkland Lake. Sioux making changes, so there's a little bit of time and space here for Holton. He throws it up on the right side. That was underneath the stick of Carter Reneuf, the affiliate player from the Timmins Majors. Nice move by Matt Caruso. Matt Caruso walks in. Nice pad save there by Tyler Mazzucato, the hometown product from Kirkland Lake.
This must be exciting for him.
Terrific young gentleman Tyler is as well. He helped out with my Adam team that I coached this year whenever he could. School and hockey took up a lot of his time, though, so he wasn't able to make it out as much as he wanted to. Quick shot there for sharp angle. They score. Pinder finds Mazzucato coming over slowly to the short side, and Matt Pinder rifles one home. It's 1-0 for the Thunderbirds. Down low in the corner. Had to be impressed with the play of Kate Hurd so far in this contest as an AP for Kirkland Lake. Brett Jeffries fires it now down into the corner in the Kirkland zone. Ty Cousineau rubs out Jeffries along the end boards. Del Mastro in there as well. Not using that physical size like he did in that first period where he hit everything in a white jersey that moved out on the ice. Now Del Mastro down low tries to cycle that puck back, and Kate Hurd picked it off momentarily. Good play by Hurd to poke that out. Neutral zone breakaway chance here. Coming up. Carter Reneuf walks in. Oh, he gets a stick shot. Should be a penalty shot. It should be a penalty. Oh, they almost bank it in from the corner. A penalty shot is being called, so Carter Reneuf.
The Timmins Majors call-up and GMHL MVP will get an opportunity one-on-one with Brendan Gordon. That was a clear slash, the evidence all over the ice.
I hope that wasn't his lucky stick that got broke there as he broke in all along.
That's true, too.
So Carter Reneuf, as his coach Kevin Osmers described him as a natural, pure sniper, gets a chance to even this contest with 5:11 to go in the second period. That was a vicious chop there. And Reneuf snapped the stick, so the affiliate player who was big in that Cochrane Crunch series gets a chance here to tie this game. As we get set for the penalty shot. Here comes Reneuf. He has some speed now. Cuts to the left. Back to the middle. And Reneuf. Puck rolls off his stick, and Gordon stays with him all the way. So in his own zone for the Sioux. He risks a shot all the way down the ice, and Tyler Mazzucato, again, that puck was going to short hop in front of him, and he grabs that and settles it down. Now here comes Joel Fortin, the pride of Hearst, Ontario. Skates down the left side, throws the puck in deep. He's on his horse there after Makinen. This Makinen stick puck squirts out in front. And Brandon Gordon was ready for that one. He had to be careful as the puck squirted loose out front. Bellini now down the right side. Bellini drops it off for Matt Caruso. Quick shot. He scores. Matt Caruso. Just as the penalty expires with 2:18 to go here in the second period. He follows up on that play and a nice wrist shot low into the net, and it's 2-0 Sault Ste. Marie.
You see the replay here. Takes the pass and just over the blocker side of Mazzucato.
And icing will be called. Well, while we got a break in the action here, Mark, the answer to our trivia question will be coming up shortly, but any guesses here so far? You want to take a stab at it while we got a minute?
My guess, I'm going to go with the first person on the list here. He played in the NHL between 1933 and 1940, Red Doran.
Quick chance off the draw. Another shot for the goal miners. Henry scores! Trevor Hester banks in that rebound, and Trevor Hester going to the net on a shot by the goal miners. The crowd explodes here at the Joe Mavernack Community Complex. And with 13:31 to go, it's 2-1 for the Sioux.
And that's what needed to happen. You needed to make life difficult for Gordon, and that's exactly what happened. That was missed. Second effort, shot right on net, and coming over for the rebound, Hester able to put it over Gordon.
But they leave him there to take the draw. Hester wins that draw against Miller. It's rimmed around the boards there by Blake Anderson. Now Arsenault kicks that puck ahead. Nice little soccer move there by him to get it to Hester. Hester crosses the line, takes a wrist shot there, and that hit his skate and went wide. Along the half boards now, Arsenault chips it down low. Joey Miller's there to get it for the Sioux. Miller chips it up the boards, but the goal miners again applying some great pressure. Blake Anderson scores! Blake Anderson throws one up over the blocker of Brandon Gordon, and we've got a 2-2 tie.
An absolute snipe from Blake Anderson right there. He found the shooting lane, and he made absolutely no mistake. You're going to see the pass here. A great pass, getting him over to an open shot, and goes right over Brendan Gordon and sending this crowd into a frenzy.
By Forte out to the line to Fredericks. Fredericks has Storch going to the net. Tries to get it to him there, but Drake Pilon was all over Storch in the slot area. Along the boards now, Matt Caruso works that puck down low and in behind his own goal. Beasley's going to settle this play down.
30-16 were the shots on goal in favor of the Sioux after the second period. This third period, 16-4 Kirkland for the shots.
Matt Caruso down the outside now. He blows the tire and goes into the end board looking for a penalty call. And here comes Brandon Wolf. Wolf's got Arsenault with him. Wolf walks in, wrist shot. Nice blocker save by Gordon. Wolf throws that puck out front. Quick check. Nice. Oh, it looked like it was going in. Looks like Alex Hester had given the goal miners a lead. Good play on the sideboards there. Arsenault now in the high slot. Tries to work his magic there, but the Sioux player, Matt Caruso, was quick to get in there. Quick shot by Corson. Oh, they're almost again. The crowd going frantic around Gordon.
My goodness.
Some glorious opportunities for the goal miners there. Almost walked out with the puck. Here comes the Sioux now on a 2-on-1. This is like 3-on-3 overtime. Jeffries tries a pass there. Dylan Holt blocked the lane. Great play as Senecal was going to net.
Get ready for some fast-paced action.
Oh, here comes Fredericks. Logan Fredericks with a partial breakaway, but he was out of gas there after that big hit along the sideboards by Mike Caruso. And Senecal with speed caught up to him, but Senecal's got to go off for a change. Now Storch along the sideboard, whips that puck down low. Storch finally gets off the ice. He looked like he was out of gas on that rush.
Now we're starting to wind down the penalties now. About 25 seconds left in this situation here.
You got to watch for that player coming out of the box. Player's trying to, spring that player on an odd man rush. Now Miller down low, throws that puck out high and hit the skate of Fortan. Good work by Wolf to stay with Busby. Busby throws that back to Brandon Eddy. Busby walks in, takes a shot, he scores!
What
top of the net. He taunts the Kirkland Lake bench somewhat there after the goal. Got to be careful here. He's going to get a 10-minute misconduct for that.
Yeah, he is. Referees aren't going to stand for that.
So Busby rips one up into the top of the net, and it's 3-2 Sault Ste. Marie Thunderbirds. Here we're 1 minute 49 seconds into it. Good crowd on hand tonight, Mark.
Yeah, very nice crowd here tonight. I mean, I'm looking down the lineup here, and all I see is just a sea of people. This community is very excited for their gold miners getting into this position.
Going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow night. We've heard tales of 1 to 3 buses heading this way from Trenton, so we're looking forward to welcoming all the Trenton Golden Hawk fans into this building tomorrow night for the Dudley Hewitt Cup Championship game.
That means if you want to get your tickets, get them now.
Yep.
Get the crowd into it. There's lots of people for them to rally behind them. And for the Thunderbirds, you got to stay out of the box. I mean, sure, the gold miners went 0 for 12 yesterday on the power play, but you can't give them so many opportunities because sooner or later they're going to capitalize them. And I'd imagine the gold miners worked on their power play intensely this morning.
Kirkland Lake last night, once they got on the board, they just realized putting pucks and bodies to the net was the key to success as they scored some goals by doing just that. And when they kept the puck to the outside, the Sioux just kind of stood around on those power plays and watched them. Now here's a chance. Skating in. Drake Pilon gets it over to Hebert. Quick shot. He scores! Nathan Hebert rips one home here on a nice pass from Drake Pilon from the right side, and he puts it past Joe Marcouler on the glove side once again, and we identified that as a spot in the last game where Trenton would beat Marcouler. See the goal miners have picked up on the way the Sioux likes to reverse that flow. Bit of a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 here. Good back check by Dylan Holt. The puck gets thrown in, and Marcouler makes an easy save on the left side of the net. Now down low. Hebert throws the puck over. Comes back to Mike Caruso at the left point. Caruso fires it in. Off the inboards. Puck comes out front, and they score! Mulligan puts that puck home. I believe Hebert and Gary and Pilon likely to get the assists on this, and a kind of a broken play, scrappy play. Puck came to Mulligan at the side of the net. Had Marcouler down on his right leg, and he threw that up over him. Yeah, Fortan icing's waved off, but nobody around Salerno was back to pick this up for the Thunderbirds. He fires it off the glass. Sioux back at full strength now. Quick shot by Brady. He scores! Logan Fredericks!
That's how you come back.
That's how it's done. Power play was over. So an even strength goal for Logan Fredericks. He just ripped the wrist shot. Looks like it went 5-hole there on Connor Rickman. I don't think he saw it.
And just a beautiful shot.
Terrific shot there. Logan Fredericks with the goal. Kind of a broken play. I'm not sure if there was any assists on that one. He just picked up the puck right by the face-off dot. Rips it home. Goal miners one shot now away from tying this game at 2. And the crowd finally gets a little life into it here at the Joe Mavernack Community Complex. The picture of this player is on one of those boards in this building here tonight. Mind you, all the NHL players that have been in Kirkland Lake are on these boards. Matt Caruso now on the left half boards in the goal minor zone. Puck comes around to the line. It's shot back in deep by Bellini. Down in the corner now. Oh, weird angle shot from the corner. And I believe that was Matt Caruso. Put that puck in front, deflected off a skate and beat Markouler. And that's a tough break for the goal miners. If they had fought back to within one, it's 3-1 for the Sioux Thunderbirds.
That is unfortunate. That's a goal that Joe's going to want back there.
Caruso shoots it out from the corner. And no, there was no deflection at all. It just squirted by the right pad of Markouler. And he knows he should have had that one now as his head's down in the Kirkland Lake net. It's 3-1 for the Thunderbirds.
On the clock, but you're down by 2. You have to get that one early. You really have to.
Yeah, you have to score quick and you have to score early. I'm excited for tomorrow night's game just for the fact that we've got word about those buses coming from Trenton with the fans. They've had a large contingent of fans here all week, and some real good folks here we've run into from the Trenton area. And they host this tournament next year, so...
We have a city councilor here from Trenton as well taking in the action. I'm sure trying to get a feel of how the Dudley Hewitt Cup works in terms of operations.
Yeah, they've been had their people seated in the Duncan Memorial Arena in Trenton watching the game. So as Pilon passes that puck ahead to Drake Pilon. Drake Pilon puts it just wide of the mark with 1:01 to go here in the game. We're down under a minute. Left with Blake Anderson and Dylan Holt coming on, but the referee sends them back. Big round of applause here for the clubs. I believe that's the Sioux fans there cheering on their team as they're about to punch their ticket to the Dudley Hewitt Cup final. 8 seconds to go here. Puck gets shot down to the goal minor zone. Skating in after it. Drake Darian Pilon puts it home. And that'll be the dagger in the goal minor season right there as Pilon fires it home and they take a 4 with Blake Anderson and Dylan Holt coming on, but the referee sends them back. Big round of applause here for the clubs. I believe that's the Sioux fans there cheering on their team as they're about to punch their ticket to the Dudley Hewitt Cup final. 8 seconds to go here. Puck gets shot down to the goal minor zone. Skating in after it. Drake Darian Pilon puts it home. And that'll be the dagger in the goal minor season right there as Pilon fires it home and they take a rendition of our country's national anthem by local retired school teacher Pierre Desjardins, a native of Kirkland Lake. We're all set to go here. This building's been fired up for a while, Mark. The Trenton bus had a little bus trouble, got in here a little later than they expected, but they're here. They're in the southwest corner of the building, and they are rabid now.
They are so loud. I don't think it's even been this loud this early for any game in this tournament. As we're going to take a look at the starting goaltenders. Starting for the Sioux Thunderbirds, it is Connor Reichman. He's 1-1 so far here in this tournament. A 4.03 goals against average, a .901 save percentage. He made 34 saves in the victory over Fort Francis, as well as Daniel Urbani. 2-0 record, 1.50 goals against average, a .950 save percentage. He made 23 saves in the win against Kirkland Lake. And my apologies to my stat man, Connor Reichman, also played last night against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners in the semifinals. He made 34 saves in the victory yesterday to get the Thunderbirds
low behind the net, chips it off the net, leaves it there for Lucas Brown. Puck comes to the high slot. Clements pitches in. Morgan takes a shot, and that hit Basie. Miller now for the Sioux, desperately trying to get this puck out of his own zone. Clements at the line, keeps that puck alive, just flips it towards the net, but that was a little too high.
What pressure by the Golden Hawks here. Excellent way to cycle the puck around the zone.
They're really cranking it up, and Clements made a couple of terrific plays at the line with his footwork to keep it alive for the G-Hawks. Puck comes out front, nice chance there, and they score! Lucas Brown, as they described him, a gamer. Tisket, a tasket, a biscuits in the basket. And Lavoie and Brown combined for that one, and Brown puts it home, and the Trenton Golden Hawks lead this championship game 1-0. Terrific work down low by the Golden Hawks.
As they send their fans into a frenzy at the other corner of the rink there.
Wow.
Just a great play all around the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Clements skates to center across the Sault Ste. Marie line. Watched on the outside by Basie. Clements protects the puck there. Clements is going to get rubbed out there by Basie, and good work by Basie to stay with that speedster. And the puck gets chipped all the way down, and Urbani's going to come out and set that up for Allen. Allen now starting out on the rush, crosses his own line, gets the center now across the Sault Ste. Marie line. Allen chips that puck down deep. Brown in there, along with Liam Morgan, who's been just a tenacious forechecker all tournament long for Trenton. Morgan now has the puck on the sideboards. Morgan looks around. He's kind of a jog. Now they score! Lucas Brown, the power play to Powassan, rips home his second of the game on the power play. And it's 2-0 for the Trenton Golden Hawks.
I think we may have found the player of the game for Trenton so far here tonight. I mean, you can credit Daniel Urbani for keeping their team into it, but no other player on that ice right now has had an impact on this game, much like the efforts of this man right here, the pride of Powassan, Ontario.
The pride of Powassan on the power play. His top players are on the ice right now. A little bit of extra time, so you wait till the face-off is just about to take place. You signal it to your captain or your assistant, and then they just step on the dot, and then they call the timeout with the linesman, getting that extra 15, 20 seconds of breather time for the players that are on the ice if you plan to leave them on.
Hey, every second counts, whether the clock is running or not. And we got the timeout going right now.
Good crowd of about 800 on here tonight.
Considering Kirkland Lake isn't playing here tonight, that's
a terrific crowd here tonight.
Crowd.
A lot of good hockey fans in Kirkland Lake, as you can notice by the adornments around this rink. Not a lot of room for NOHA championship banners. There are plenty, but the NHL boards are on the wall, created by local artist Mark Dedeen, donated by local community groups, and the NHL banners for all the players that grace the NHL ice. As Foster Hewitt once said, the town that built the NHL was Kirkland Lake.
And looking at these lists,
great chance there for Drake Pilon as that puck bounced off Urbani, but he couldn't corral that rebound. Now Drake Pilon knocks down Oliver in his own zone. Great chance there. Puck's in on a delayed offside. Circling back in his own zone. Good play by Harvey. Good presence of mind. Long lead passer gets it to Liam Morgan. Liam Morgan down the outside has the puck. Shoots towards the open net. Great shot block there by Mike Caruso. Now Bowman works the puck loose to Mike Caruso. Here comes the Sioux now. Pinder up the left side. Good pinch in by Oliver to shoot that down deep in the corner. Morgan decides not to shoot and just pin that puck, or try to pin it along the end boards. He's in there against 3 Sault Ste. Marie Thunderbirds. 2:04 to go here in the contest. Dudley Hewitt Cup Championship and a berth in the Royal Bank Cup on the line, and it's looking more and more like the Golden Hawks are going to punch that golden ticket here momentarily. Now it's shot up, knocked down by Bowman's high stick. They can't let the Trenton player get it. Brown walks in and completes the hat trick. Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown with his third of the contest, and the Trenton Golden Hawks lead it 3-0, and Rickman comes back to the net. And that should just about do it, folks, with 1:48 to go here. The Golden Hawk fans.
And that was just an unfortunate bounce for the Sioux Thunderbirds, knowing they can't touch it because it would be whistled down. But you might as well take that whistle.
You might as well take the whistle in the neutral zone. That was a mental mistake in the neutral zone, and it's picked up there by Lucas Brown. He's got the hat trick. The Trenton Golden Hawks one step closer, and they're a minute 45 from Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. Puck's dumped down deep in the Sioux zone. Going back to get this puck is Busby. Busby rims that puck up into the neutral zone, picked up by Pinder. Sioux got to get one back real quick if they got any chance here. Rickman leaves the net once again, and going back to get this puck is Brett Jeffries. Jeffries gets it over to Busby. He spins away from the check of Chard. Now it's thrown up on the right side, picked off there by Ratcliffe, picked up by Lenahan. Lenahan scores! The Trenton fans can sense it now. This is almost done here. 4-0 on the goal by Lenahan. You can't fault the Sioux from pulling the goaltender. They had to pull it all the stops. It's now 4-0 as Connor Rickman comes back into the net. So Lenahan gets that nice pass there. The good forecheck play there by the Trenton Golden Hawks. And it's 4-0.
Yeah, this looks like it's all she wrote.
The Sioux Thunderbirds will not repeat as Dudley Hewitt Cup champions.
And you can see the bench of the Trenton Golden Hawks, all of them. Not a single player is on the bench right now. They are on their feet watching the finale.
They can sense it now. Daisy for the Sioux Thunderbirds. He dumps that puck.
At this level of hockey, scouts do take notice of that kind of thing too.
Puck shot there. Puck comes out front. Good play by Shield just to poke it ahead instead of trying to shoot that puck. So good job by Shield on that one with 6 seconds to go. Trenton will be heading as the Central Canadian champion to the Royal Bank Cup in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, May 14th to the 22nd. All the best to Trenton in that tournament, and hopefully they represent the Central region well. 2 seconds to go here. The buzzer's going to sound, and the Trenton Golden Hawks throw their sticks and gloves into the air.
Might get them stuck in the rafters at this rate.
Yeah, they got to be careful they don't lose a helmet up in those low-lying rafters and some of the piping up there. But the Trenton Golden Hawks Seen celebrating after net, a well-deserved victory here tonight. They were the best team on the ice, Mark.
Yes, they were. And you saw right from the get-go, they just were too much for the Sioux Thunderbirds here tonight. The Sioux, they tried pulling it together in the second period. They got a few of their chances, but ultimately it was the pride of Powassan that was the difference in this one.
Lucas Brown, the gamer, as he was referred to by his coach. Gamer, I say, folks, and he came with his game today. He has the hat trick for the Trenton Golden Hawks. The Northern Ontario boy on Northern Ontario ice does his team and family and the town of Powassan proud. And the Trenton Golden Hawks fans are close down by the glass there, watching as their team celebrates in front of their own net. And congratulations to the Golden Hawks as the hardware comes out onto the ice. They walk through this tournament unbeaten, and they will head to Lloydminster, Saskatchewan for the Royal Bank Cup as the Central Canadian champions. You can see our two tournament chairs wheeling the hardware out as hugs all around for all the Golden Hawk players. The coaching staff now comes on the ice. They give the players their moment. They give their players the moment to, and now the coaching staff comes out to congratulate their players. And a great job there by Jerome Dupont and the crew, the coaching staff. They did a terrific job with this club.
Getting player of the game honors here for the Sioux Thunderbirds.
Matt Pinder, the speedster, he's a terrific hockey player. Enjoy watching him every chance we get. Liam Morgan, you can't say enough about his play this week. A Butch Goring, John Tonelli kind of style of play that he employs, and he's just a terrific hockey player to watch as he's presented that award by local Ford representative, Ford salesman, Corey Fox. Now the individual awards will be presented. Top forward award for the week. Danny Hanlon picks up that award, number 27. He was terrific right from game one on the faceoffs, and terrific hockey player, terrific young man. I believe he has a commitment for next year, Mark?
I do believe so, but I don't have it off the top of my head right now.
Mike Caruso, I believe that's the Best Defenseman Award.
Yep.
He was terrific, NOJHL playoff MVP, terrific hockey player. Had a chance to speak to his dad in an interview earlier this season. Terrific Caruso family, and congratulations to Mike Caruso for that award. Of course, no doubt on this one. This was probably a unanimous decision. Daniel Urbani, the best goaltender of the tournament. He was also the OJHL playoff MVP. He was terrific here tonight, and backstopped his team with a shutout.
And that's the thing. Capable of, and he's seen through 9 times out of 10.
Curtis Harvey made one of our highlight reels tonight. He got rocked in the middle of the ice there by Darian Pilon, but he was terrific throughout this tournament. Bounced right back up. There's Jerome Dupont.
Former Chicago Blackhawk, former Maple Leaf.
Head coach of the Trenton Golden Hawks. Got to be proud of his charges last night. He was a real treat to talk to downstairs, and he's instilled some very good values in these players. They're waiting now anxiously, as their fans are. They're not going anywhere. They're waiting for the presentation of the Dudley Hewitt Cup.
Signs pressed against the glass right in that bottom corner area.
Superfan Wayne in there as well.
Capable of, and he's seen through 9 times out of 10.
Curtis Harvey made one of our highlight reels tonight. He got rocked in the middle of the ice there by Darian Pilon, but he was terrific throughout this tournament. Bounced right back up. There's Jerome Dupont.
Former Chicago Blackhawk, former Maple Leaf.
Head coach of the Trenton Golden Hawks. Got to be proud of his charges last night. He was a real treat to talk to downstairs, and he's instilled some very good values in these players. One is the OHF Championship Trophy. That's the Ontario Hockey Federation Championship Trophy that will accompany the Dudley Hewitt Cup. So Danny Hanlon and Adam Clements, co-captains, come out to get this award. They get their pictures taken with that, but the big one they want is the one behind them, the Dudley Hewitt Cup.
And I'm going to let you take over this broadcast. I'm going to get a couple of pictures of that.
All right, you head down to the ice there, buddy, and it was terrific working with you. We'll see you. All right, here it is. The Dudley Hewitt Cup being presented by Ed Pupich of Hockey Canada. Adam Clements and Danny Hanlon, to the loud cheers of all the Trenton Golden Hawks fans. They've got the championship trophy now. I've never seen Mark move that fast. He got out there pretty quick to get his pictures. But the Dudley Hewitt Cup champions 2016 are the Trenton Golden Hawks. And the Hawk players move in to get their opportunity to touch their hardware. And get, of course, that team picture that they always get. Wayne in the crowd with the red light going, cheering on his team as they tap on the glass and watch the pride of the town of Trenton holding up the championship trophy. They are the Dudley Hewitt Cup champions. They will be heading to Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. A terrific representation of their community, a terrific team to win this championship here in Kirkland Lake. The fans are yelling RBC from the crowd. So, folks, as this tournament has come to a conclusion, and we wind down this broadcast, on behalf of Mark Perry and myself, I'd like to thank all the good folks at Eastlink TV for the terrific coverage of this Dudley Hewitt Cup from Kirkland Lake, Ontario. The opportunity for me to be part of this broadcast team. These folks were the utmost professionals. This is a great opportunity for Kirkland Lake, a great opportunity for Eastlink TV to display the fine work they're